Alright, and we're going to continue on our installation of the Linux LAMP stack. In the prior video, we went ahead and installed Ubuntu 18.04 on our virtual machine, and in this video we are going to go ahead and install and configure Apache. Now before I go ahead and do that, there's a couple of things that popped up when I started the install process. For one, it comes up with this software updater. It says, hey, there's more updates, do you want to install them? I probably do. However, because I'm recording a video, I'm going to say remind me. Additionally, this screen is a little small for me, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the display settings and change it so it's a little easier to read, has more information for me. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down here with my mouse to the show applications. And now I can just go ahead and start typing, or I can click here where it says type to search. And I want display. Go to displays. And this right here kind of shows the reasoning for needing it. There is information over here on the right that I just can't see. So I'm going to click up here where it says displays, I'm going to click, drag it over, and I want to change the resolution from 800 by 600 to, let's try this guy right here, click apply, yes, keep changes, and let's go change my sorting here, there we go, that's looking better. And so now we can actually see the screen. Alright, so let's go ahead and close that down. And we want to install the LAMP stack. So again, for that, I'm going to come back here to the show applications. And there's lots of different ways to do this. I'm going to show you what I think is probably one of the easiest ways, which is to go ahead and open up a terminal. Again, I can go ahead and I can start typing, or I can click up here where it says type and search. So I'm going to go ahead and type in terminal, click on that guy, then that will open up a command prompt terminal for us so that we can see what all is going on, or so that we can work with it. There we go. So the first thing we need to do, there's a catalog online that includes all the applications that exist out there in the world today. And there's a local copy of that catalog on this machine. So in order to, what I need to do is I need to update my local catalog to match what's in the online catalog. In order to do that, I run sudo apt updates. Sudo super user do means you do something as an administrator. Apt is the name of the program that gets applications for us. And then update, I'm just wanting to update the catalog. It asks me for just in case's password. Just in case I walked away from my keyboard and I want to stop somebody else from doing administrative type tasks on it. So I went ahead and typed in my password here, and it's checking online for all the latest updates, for all the latest catalog items, updating its local copy of the catalog, and there we go. It also gives me some nice little hint here. It's like, hey, there's a lot of upgradable packages. I'm not too concerned about that at this point, simply because I'm doing a task, and that's not it. So now, in order to install Apache or install my web server, again, sudo, because I have to be an administrator to install software. Apt, because apt installs software for me. What function or what command do I want apt to do? That is install. And what do I want it to install? I want it to install Apache 2. I'm not entirely sure why it's Apache 2 instead of just plain Apache, but that's what it's called. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. It looks through its catalog, it makes sure it has everything, it builds up what is known as dependencies. And once it has all those dependencies, it says, hey, here's here we go. Here's some additional packages that are going to be installed. Here's some suggested, you don't have to have them, but they're suggested packages. And then here's the full list of everything. Do you want to continue? Yes or no. You can see here Y is actually capitalized, which means if I hit enter, it accepts the Y as the default, or I can actually type Y and hit enter. So this will go ahead and download all of the updates necessary, all the packages, and install Apache for me. And there we go, Apache's gone ahead and installed. The last thing I need is I need to actually start it. So in order to start Apache, display is having some issues here. Actually open up a web browser just to be sure. In order to start Apache, what I need to do is I need to again, sudo, I would need to do a command as the super user. And I need to start the Apache service. Apache services are started, Linux services are started and stopped with a program called System Control, or systemctl. Run as super user. Run the command system control. System control, what do I want it to do? I want it to start. And then what service do I want it to start? I want it to start Apache 2. So if I hit enter, no errors, no messages coming back. That's a good sign. That means that Apache most likely was started. So now I should be able to go to the web browser, and I should be able to type in either 127.0.0.1, which anybody who's gone through some basic networking classes knows is the loopback address, or my local machine. Or more commonly, I can just go ahead and type in localhost. It's the same thing, just connects to my local machine. And there we go. We now see that we have a default Ubuntu homepage. There is actually quite a bit of interesting information here that is very useful for further configuring your Apache site. I won't go through it too much here, but there is some it talks about where all of the configuration files for Apache are, what some of those files actually are, where the document root is, where files by default are stored, and how to import all those with your system. So there you go. We have gone ahead and installed Apache on our system.